The night of June 16th was a pretty uncertain one. A baby girl made her premature entrance into the world, heavily addicted to drugs, alcohol, and left in the hospital, abandoned by her parents. The likelihood of her success was not only based on if she would survive the next morning, but if she would survive the chances of life. For 3 generations, abandonment, drugs, alcohol, and poverty plagued her family on both sides. How would she be able to escape a cycle such as this? Thankfully, through support systems created by countless individuals, she can thankfully say she survived. Good morning, everyone. My name is Amani Myers, and I am one voice for the 400,000 children in foster care. Growing up in the foster care system my entire life was not an easy experience. Not having the opportunity to be raised by my own parents was one of the hardest things I had to face because I did not have the natural support system that would aid in my success. Unfortunately, the challenges of having a foster mother was just as difficult because they seemed more interested in the economic benefits of caring for me rather than treating and loving me like I was one of their own. In most homes, I often felt like another number rather than a family member because of the differences in how they treated me compared to their own family or children. One of the most difficult experiences I faced while in care was the day I left a home not knowing that I would ever return. I received a phone call from my social worker one afternoon and was told that my foster mother was no longer being paid to take care of me. Therefore, I needed to leave within the week. The shock and devastation of those words took me by surprise as I lived in the home for 3 years and considered that home to be a long-term living situation. I had just turned 18 and was advised by my social worker to stay signed in because I was pursuing my education, but weeks later, I returned to find my belongings stuffed in garbage bags waiting for me at the door. I left not sure what my future would hold or what home would now look like because I was exposed to little independence. On top of all of this, I was overwhelmed as I was just learning how to deal with the pain of my past. Pain that stemmed from sexual abuse, emotional abuse, and physical violence. Thankfully, a mentor walked right into my life when life seemed unbearable. Asia took me under her wings, helped me get into college, but most importantly, she introduced me to Jesus Christ. Because of her support and others like her, I stand before you today, not only as a recent college grad, but also a White House intern working to advocate on behalf of foster youth. Just last week, I had the honor of introducing the First Lady, Mrs. Michelle Obama, as we welcomed for the first time foster youth to shadow members for Take Our Daughters and Sons to Work Day for the very first time. Thank you. Never did I imagine a platform such as this, but it's because of mentors like Asia and organizations like the Congressional Coalition on Adoption Institute and Mercy Ministries, who not only believed in me, but cared enough to invest in someone like myself. I would also like to credit my story of survival to my faith in God and my inner determination and strength to never give up despite the many odds and challenges that were against me. It was during a very critical time in my life when I heard these very important words: never allow your past to dictate your future. Though my story of survival wasn't an easy one, I have been able to glean from my life experiences that negative circumstances can in fact be changed into positive ones. So when I think of the African proverb, "It takes a village to raise a child," I often think of people like you. You are the ones who invest and understand the importance that every child deserves a family, and your passion to collaborate and fight for God's children means the world. The work may seem daunting at times and less glamorous, but it's because of people like you that I, along with many other children, now have a voice. So as we continue to build God's kingdom, let's remember that our work on earth is not yet finished. Therefore, let's aspire to inspire before we expire. Thank you.